The leader is a walking marketing department. What they say and how they say it builds the brand, or doesn't. Let's explore the leader as chief brand promoter and take a walk through the danger zone today. Welcome back to Year 4 of the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show, which we release every Monday. I'm your host, Dr. Greg Story, your corporate coaching and training guy, president of Dale Carnegie Training Japan, and best-selling author of 2 books, Japan Sales Mastery and Japan Business Mastery. We are bringing the show to you from our High Performance Center here in Akasaka, in Minato-ku, the business center of Tokyo. Why the cutting edge? We are looking at giving you a big edge in business in Japan. Let's all be at the forefront, at the cutting edge of how to flourish here in this market. This is episode number 161, and we are talking about you make the brand, not the other way around. それでは行きましょう. So let's get going. My eyes are slowly closing. I'm sitting in the front row, but I'm struggling to stay awake. There's something about this presentation that is not working. I thought, must be me, I must be tired. Later, however, I realized the problem. I was being lulled into sleep by the monotone delivery of the presenter. Now, there was no excuse for this because the language is English. We know that Japanese is a monotone language, so you can sort of understand that this is going to lull you to sleep unless the presenter is really on their game. The brand, by the way, is spectacularly gorgeous. This is a seriously high-profile brand, a name that everyone knows and respects. The name alone triggers images that are all first class. The slides and the videos he presented were all high quality and professional. These people have money and they know everything about marketing very high-end products. They've been doing it for a very long time too, and they do it globally. Our speaker had all of this powerful support going for him, yet the actual presentation was coma-inducing. Why was that? The brand is a passion brand, but there was no speaker passion. The brand is a great story, but the storytelling was bad. The delivery was wooden, measured, calm, considered, but wooden. The person delivering it comes from a country, language and culture that is flamboyant, exuberant, intense, bombastic, enthusiastic, passionate. He showed none of these traits. Fortunately for the firm, despite his lifeless delivery, the brand is so powerful it can survive his attempts to murder it. But what a wasted opportunity. It is not as if this brand doesn't have sexy competitors. There are many, and they are also appealing to high-status, rich, exclusive, well-heeled clients. He needed to stand out amongst a very intensely contested field, infecting that audience that evening with a true passion, his belief in the brand. He's their guy in Japan. So that's his job, every time, everywhere. It was a good audience too. These are people who appreciate a good brand, who are influencers, who can spread the message. No one will bother though, because they were not receiving any energy from this talk. This is the danger when we have a strong brand supporting us, that we can become complacent. We imagine, we don't have to do too much because the brand sells itself. The marketing department's glossy photos and slick videos are enough. Not true. Brands are being recreated every single day. When the product is consumed, that is a brand-defining moment. If the brand promise is not delivered when the product or service is consumed, then the brand is that much lessened. If this continues, then the brand will disappear, vanquished by its better performing competitors. The brand doesn't have to be consumed to define the brand, though. We, as representatives of the brand, are influencing the quality perception of the brand every time we present. If we give a really average performance, then the audience will start to doubt the quality claims of the marketing department about this brand. Never forget, we judge the entire organisation on you and how you come across. Find out more when we come back from the break. If you want to become a fully competent and confident presenter, then do the High Impact Presentations course. We are all being judged when we speak, be it in the internal team meeting or in a public environment, be it the big bosses, clients, or an industry audience. Everyone is evaluating us. Don't blow it. Get the best training on the planet. Do the High Impact Presentations course now in either Japanese or English. Are you doing business with Japan? Do you really know how things work? Japan Business Mastery provides the answers. Do you have the right networks and know how to create them? Do you know how to get on the same wavelength with Japanese buyers? Do you know what being trustworthy looks like from the Japanese perspective? Japan Business Mastery is based on more than 30 years' experience in Japan and will become your go-to guide. Want to succeed in Japan? Buy Japan Business Mastery now. Welcome back. If our man in Japan had given a high-energy presentation extolling the virtues of the brand, that would have been consistent with the positioning of the brand. If you are representing a funeral home, however, that would not be appropriate. So obviously, we need to be congruent. This brand case, though, would be a great platform for enthusiastic storytelling and verbal passion for the brand. Where were the gripping stories of high drama and intrigue as they duked it out with their competitors across the globe and over the many decades? Where were the human dimension stories of the customers who were famous fans? This is a glamour business, and yet there was so little glitter or glamour presented in his talk. The product styling is seriously beautiful, but we heard nothing about the design team. We got no insider account of some of the legendary tales from the past. It was flat. There was little or no energy being transmitted to the audience. When we speak, we have to radiate that energy to the listeners. We need to invigorate them. We do this through our voice and our body language. It's an inside-out process where the internal belief is so powerful, it explodes out to the audience. They see, we are convinced, we are believers, and they become believers too. It is interesting that we have a client company we do training for, and the external image of the brand is over the top. Yet the people who work there are very muted, very low-key. The contrast is quite jarring because it goes against what we would expect. This means that if we are running a dynamic brand, we better be hiring dynamic people. Our speaker was not dynamic at all. He put me to sleep. No brand consistency on his part, and that is just not allowed. Let's raise our energy levels up when promoting our company in a public presentation. Make sure our voice is using all the range of highs and lows and get full tonal variety. No monotone delivery, please. We need to punch out hard certain keywords and phrases like the crescendos in classical music. We need our body language to be backing this up, our gestures in sync with what we are saying. We need to lift the energy of the audience through our personal power. None of this happened that evening. The brand will survive him, but the brand elevation opportunity over the competition, totally missed. If he keeps doing this dull dog stuff over time, it will be to the brand's detriment. Obviously, the leaders of his organisation have no clue about any of this. How could that be? Please subscribe to the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show on YouTube. Share with your family, friends and colleagues. Become a regular. Our website details are on screen now, enjapan.dalecarnegie.com. It's awesome value, so check it out. You might also enjoy our other shows. For podcasts, Mondays for the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show, Tuesday for the Presentations Japan series, and every second Tuesday for the Business Tatsujin no Oshie show, Wednesdays for the Sales Japan series, Thursdays for the Leadership Japan series, and every second Thursday for the Business Puro Podcast. Fridays for the Japan Business Mastery Show, and Saturdays for the Japan's top business interviews on iTunes or wherever you get your podcasts. Also, every second Thursday, we release the Business Pro Television Show. Every Friday, the Japan Business Mastery Show. And every Saturday, Japan's top business interviews on YouTube. In episode number 162, we are talking about salespeople bitchiness. So, yoroshiku onegai itashimasu. Please join me for the next episode of the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show. We are here to help you. We've only got one direction in mind for you and your business, and that is up.